Hey guys, how are you? Happy Saturday. Let's see if Tiana can come on now and if this is going to be a little bit of a better connection for her. I'm super excited to have Tiana here because I've been working with her for quite a bit of time. We've had a lot of breakthroughs. She reminds me a lot of me of when I first started my business. And yeah, let's hear what she has to say. So if you guys are watching live, feel free to say hi. Let me know if you can hear and see me okay. And then as soon as Tiana comes on, I will request that she join me on camera. So can you hear and see me okay? Hey guys. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Hi. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Hey, Anna. How are you? Yes, you can hear. Okay. So, Tiana, I'm going to get you on camera again. Add. You will work this time. Cynthia, are you here? Hey.
Hi.
Oh, great. You're working now.
I don't know what was going on. I'm like, I don't use Facebook ever. And like, you were frozen and I couldn't hear you. It was weird. So,
And we couldn't hear you. So it's a good thing that I ended this and started it over again. I love your hair.
thank you.
Gorgeous.
I did it.
I love it. Okay, could you actually, yes, Cynthia's back. Okay, awesome. Tiana, I feel like in my screen, I can't see your forehead. Yeah, okay.
Better?
Did everyone else see that too? It was just like, we saw like this of you. So, much better, much better. All right, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming on here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm doing good. It's the weekend and the weather is nice and like gloomy and it's going to rain tomorrow. So.
I love how in Phoenix, the weather gloomy is a good thing.
Yeah, we get the sun all the time. So when we have like cloudy days and when it rains, it's like, yes.
Oh, yes, the freshness. And I totally understand that now that I live in the tropics. Okay, Anna said that, yes, this is better now. Cynthia says this looks good. Okay, awesome. All right, let's get started. Tiana, introduce yourself to everyone who's watching.
Yeah, so I'm Tiana right now. I'm a certified anxiety coach and intuitive guide, and I help women that are super busy, overwhelmed, to get themselves back on track with a good routine, help them manage their spiraling thoughts and get through their limiting beliefs so that they can be more productive, have more confidence, and just feel overall better in their health and body.
I love it. I love how specific that is now too, because I know that you wanted that for a really long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about where you were when we first started working together. So paint the picture.
Yeah. So. Yeah, when we first started working together, I was still getting my certification from HCI, and I think I had like 2 or 3 weeks left with my practice clients, and I had considered hiring a business coach, but I was thinking, okay, I want to finish with school and try to figure it out first. And then you had messaged me, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Like, what do I have to lose? But I didn't have my branding down. I didn't have a niche locked in, my messaging or anything like that. And I had no idea how to actually sell my program. It was just, I knew how to coach, but didn't really know anything about anything. So very, very brand new.
Okay, awesome. Yes. And what do you feel like you've most gained from our experience together? So kind of paint us the picture of what started happening, what you feel like you came for, what you got out of the experience, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I think that what I gain the most is trust in my abilities and that it's all working. Like you constantly would remind me when I would try to make excuses of like, oh, I just got lucky, or this was a friend of a friend, or I would always find reasons of like why I wasn't legit and able to be successful. And you just kept reminding me that like, no, it's working, trust, letting go a lot and just trusting that those ideal clients are going to come my way. So I think just having more trust and faith and confidence in myself is the biggest thing that I gained through working with you.
And tell us kind of like, what was the process of, going from not even barely graduated from your coaching certification to signing on clients. Like, what were all of the things that you had to implement? How did we piece all of those things together for you?
Oh, a lot. I mean, you know, um,
I know, but they
I
don't know.
yeah, I mean, I was watching your client story with Sarah yesterday, and she said that you're kind of like a coach and a therapist, like all wrapped up in one, and I can definitely attest to that as well. Um, what I had to do was do a lot of money mindset work. I had to do a lot of like self-worth and just like digging into like limiting beliefs that I had for not believing that I was capable of having the life that I want. And that was a really um, difficult time in my life, but the biggest, I think I told you, is this is the biggest growth journey of my life. And becoming an entrepreneur is something that I never thought I would be able to do. And now I actually see that it's possible. You give the strategy behind it, but the mindset work and the energetic work that you do, it's stuff that I don't think is very common with a lot of other business coaches. It's just strategy, strategy, strategy. But it's like you can do that all day. But one of the best things that I took from you is you need to be more and feel more, and you don't have to work super hard to be successful. And it's all about being in your energy, and that's going to attract the clients that you know are going to be dying to work with you. So yeah.
Yeah. And you know what I love about what you literally just said is throughout all of our time together, you're always just like, okay, teach me the strategy, right? It's always just like, what do I have to do? And
Yeah.
you're always in your doing mind. And I'm the exact same person. And I think I was the exact same person when I first started coaching. And I'm even like, I even need help to get out of that. But what I find so beautiful about what you're talking right now, it's just like, yeah, we did strategy, but like realistically though, we don't always know what it is that we need, right? Like
Yeah.
what I love saying, we don't know what we don't know. And I think it's so beautiful how like you came into this experience and you're just like, okay, someone's going to teach me marketing strategy. And you came out and like, tell us a little bit more about where you are now in your business.
Yeah. So I started working with you back in July, or end of June and beginning of July, I believe. And since then, I've signed 7 clients. I've raised my rates twice. So I'm charging double from when I very first started. I hired an intern, and I feel more like confident consistently selling and talking on my stories. Like that was something that I was terrified to do in the beginning, like getting on live or getting, you know, coming from someone who like wants my feed and everything to look perfect, and my lives to be, or my videos to be perfect. Being on live was super scary. So I'm able to do that with confidence now, where I wasn't able to do that before. And I just applied for my LLC. So yeah,
We're getting legit.
yeah, getting legit. Definitely gonna keep moving the meter forward, and I'm really excited.
Yeah. And so what was your favorite part about working with me?
Your level of support. You never left me hanging when times you probably should have, because I was just, I told you that if you can coach me, you can coach anybody, because I get into these spirals, and I just, like you said one day, you know, I think you want to give yourself a pity party, and it's like not what I wanted to hear, but what I needed to hear, because that's exactly what I do sometimes. Is I get into these spirals, and anytime that I was feeling insecure, doubting myself, or overthinking, you were always there to let me know, and call me on my shit and be like, no, you're overthinking, like it's all working. And that's something that I'll be forever thankful and cherish, because the amount of support you gave me is um, super valuable to me, and it definitely wasn't, I didn't expect that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And you're obviously like, I'm always available for you, right? I'm always available for you. I'm always available for all of my clients, because I know how it feels to be on that other side of things. And, you know, there's nothing better for me than to like watch you succeed and watch you get out of those spirals, which you have successfully done, right?
Yeah.
So lots of stuff to be proud of. Okay, so Cynthia said, based on your experience, what can you say to all women out there who are struggling with going in niching, and why is it important to hire a business coach in that early stage? Ooh.
Well, it's definitely important to hire a business coach in the early stage, because if not, you're just going to be spinning your wheels and taking like 2-3 times the amount of time to figure it out. And it's important to niche, because I learned that if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. So getting very, very specific, if you're like, I help you in your weight loss and your money and your relationships, it's like, okay, well, that's not very specific. Like, I want someone who helps me lose 20 pounds postpartum single mom. Like, that speaks to me, or whatever the niche is. Unless you're Tony Robbins, like, it's very important to niche down and get specific, because then someone feels like, oh my gosh, like they're talking to me. And it's more intimate that way.
Yeah, for sure. And what I often like to say as well is just like, a lot of people see huge entrepreneurs and they're like, well, they're not niched. That's because they're massive, right? They started off with a niche, but then after investing so much capital and growing, one of the best ways to serve everyone is to broaden out. But you're really only broadening out when you're a millionaire. Like, you're really only broadening out when you're hitting that 7-figure mark and you're really expanding beyond. One of the best things that you can do in the beginning is niche. And you've seen that too, in the way that like you've had people message you, be like, oh, hey, like I'm looking for someone like you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So if someone was to work with me, they would, could you finish that blank? So if someone was to work with me, they would know that.
That they're in good hands, because you're the best of the best. Like, yeah, I mean, I still have business coaches message. I'm just glad that you got to me first, because I see what they're doing and I'm like, yeah, Sarah has it all. And then some, like, that keeps giving. So, yeah, never steered me wrong.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I love that. And I remember you one time telling me that too in Voxer, because you were just like, how do I do this? And I was like, oh, it's in this specific module of this specific program. And you're like, you're just the gift that keeps on giving. Like,
Yeah.
how is this even possible that you just have all of this information? So
yeah, anything you could ever, yeah, a new coach could ever need, like, you've thought of and created, and it's just like, oh shit, okay, so it makes me also feel like I'm not the only one. Like, other people are also wanting, or in this area, like hiring. That's something that I never would have even thought that a coach would help me with.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, and so last question, what would you say to anyone who would be on the fence about working with me? What would you want to tell them?
Jump over the fence and do it. I mean, it's like, I've sent several women to you, because you're not going to regret it. It's not a coach that you're going to be wondering, should I be spending my money on this coach, and am I really going to get a transformation? Am I really going to get results? And it's just, it's going to happen. So if you're on the fence, get off the fence and jump on the other side.
Because it's so much better on the other side. And Tiana, I've loved watching your transformation. And one thing that I've loved the most as well is like how you're learning these things and being like, damn, these things are so good that now I'm going to teach them to other people too. And so your brand has evolved even as a result of like all of the work that you've done on yourself and all of the investments that you've done in yourself. You're now able to give those to other people. And I think that that's also another really beautiful part about coaching. And in specific, working with a business coach who isn't just giving you strategies, right? Because then there's so much more that you can give. Because when I rise, you rise. When you rise, she rises, and it's just a nice, beautiful snowball effect.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's been an honor, and I'm not wanting the journey with you to end. And I've already re-signed with you once, and I'm sure down the line I'll probably continue to work with you. But I definitely feel like the amount of growth and knowledge and just personal growth and professional growth that I've gained in like this past 6-7 months is like insane. Like, it's insane.
Yay. All right. Thank you so much, Tiana. For everyone who's watching this, even if you're watching the replay, the type of stuff that I worked out about with Tiana, the type of support, all of that is included in the rapid expansion method. So if you're looking to sign on consistent clients, even if you're brand new, even if you haven't even finished your coaching certification like Tiana, we will get you there. We will get you to a point where you're signing on consistent, higher paying clients, hit 6 figures, whatever it is that you really, really want to do. We're going to focus on the strategic work, the energetic work, and the mindset work. And like Tiana said, you're literally getting all the support that you need. We have 3 more spots left in this program. For anyone who has been looking at this entire series, I'm giving you an additional $500 off if you want to sign on to this program before Monday at 1 p.m. Yes. So I've opened up some spots in my calendar in case anyone wants to speak to me before Monday to help you make that decision. If you guys have any questions, you can head over to the links that we just placed in the comments of this live stream. And yeah, I'm super excited about the next 3 women who are going to join us because I can't wait to interview so many more women like Tiana. So Tiana, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything else you want to say?
Do it. Get off, jump over the fence and do it. You're not going to regret it.
Okay, my dear, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here on your Saturday. I hope that you have, a wonderful, relaxing rest of the day. Same with everyone else, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.